truth is, your hand movement, when you actually come to make the stroke, needs to be kept to an absolute minimum. But there will be a very, very, very slight movement in them. Okay, because we've got a very light grip, there may well be a tendency just to have what we call a little bit of lag. Now what I mean by that is this. When you make your putting stroke, okay, as the club changes direction from back to through, okay, because the grip is light, you might find what we get is a little bit of lag. So this angle on the left wrist, as it changes direction, actually decreases slightly. That decreases. Okay, so the putter head gets left behind very, very slightly, but it's only enough to kind of de-loft the putter, probably by about 1 or 2 degrees, which is absolutely fine. There's still, these putters generally have about 4 degrees of loft on to begin with anyway. So if we're coming through the ball with 3 degrees of loft, there's still enough loft to get the ball rolling pretty soon, and maybe just out, sometimes the ball gets left in a little indent on the floor, so it just lifts it out very, very slightly, and then gets it rolling as soon as we can. So you've got to make sure that when you make your putting stroke, your hand movement stays quite soft, but you're making sure that when you swing through, your hands are always gently accelerating. Okay, your left hand especially is almost kind of pulling towards the target. Okay, so the back of your hand is going straight towards your kind of intended line. So remember, it's still kind of parallel to where we're going. Okay, so the hands are pulling, so you're always kind of gently accelerating. It's nothing aggressive, but it's enough to keep the putter head with a slight little bit of lag and accelerating through the shot. Now, if the hands accelerate through the shot, we get a slight upward stroke on the ball. Remember that ball position is just going to be 1 to 2 inches in front of the breastbone. As it gets pulled through, the left hand is leading slightly, the club is actually de-lofted very, very slightly, and you'll get this kind of very gentle upward motion like so. So it's almost like kind of topspin at tennis. You're getting a slight bit of this. I'm exaggerating this, but it's almost like that. So you've got more chance of getting a bit of topspin and get that ball rolling sooner. If when you putt, you do the opposite and you do this too much, the putter head increases. So if this wrist angle kind of increases there and the putter head goes up to the sky, you're going to increase the loft of the putter, the ball's going to take off, the ball leaves the putting surface. And we've talked about that before, getting the correct roll on the ball. If the ball is off the surface, it's very difficult to judge distance control. So you've got to make sure that the hands are nice and soft and you're gently pulling the hands through. Okay, so the hands just almost leave the club. Okay, so there's a little bit of lag with the club head, so that club head just gets left behind as the hands change direction, and you get the hands pulling the head through, and they're always gently accelerating. The other problem with making the hands kind of too slow, the putter head will overtake the hands, and it can also change the angle of the putter face. So it's very easy to actually close the putter face as you're going through. That will actually de-loft it and also send the ball off to the left. So make sure your hand speed is always gently increasing and you get a very, very tiny bit of lag to the putter head, and you're going to make sure that you get that golf ball rolling much better and hold more putts.